All right, good evening, everybody. It's your boy Akeem, and welcome to this vlog. Here to give you a scout report on Kenneth Dixon, the running back coming out of Louisiana Tech. And he had a great, lustrous career as a Bulldog. Now, he's from Strong, Arkansas, and actually in 2011, he was Arkansas's Mr. Football. Now, before he went to Louisiana Tech, he did receive scholarship offers to play at LSU, Ole Miss, Arkansas, and Arkansas State, as well as others, but decided to go to La Tech and become a Bulldog. And he played right away as a true freshman, in which he had an NCAA record for most rushing touchdowns as a true freshman with 27 and 28 total touchdowns in that season. And he had a great career headed towards the end of his career, where in his 4 seasons he had over 4,400 yards on the ground, as well as great receiving yards as well. A couple seasons where he had over 300 yards receiving and 87 total touchdowns. 87, one of the top scorers in FBS history. He had a great career. Now let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. Now, as a runner, he's a great patient runner, and he makes pretty good decisions in reading his blocks. Does a good job reading his blocks and running the football. Definitely follows his offensive line and lead blockers. A couple of other things I do like about him is that he has reliable hands. Yes, he can catch the football outside the backfield, and he has pretty good route running ability. He will definitely be a good weapon as a receiver as well as running the football. Now, another thing that I love most about him is the fact that he actually is able to block compared to most of the running backs on my top 10 list. He is one running back who can actually block pretty well. He does a pretty good job, and he does block with attitude against opposing defenders. That shows that he can become reliable, and the fact that he is a team player. Another thing I do like about him is his size at 5'10", 210 pounds. I do see him in goal line situations because of the fact that he's rushed for so many touchdowns. He definitely has a great nose for the football, and he can use his weight and pad level to get into the end zone, which we have seen that a lot during his career. Now, he does have some weaknesses, though, and some things that do concern me. Now, yes, he was reliable for over the 4 seasons that he played as a Bulldog, but he has over 900 total touches in his career, which draws concerns of his durability at the next level and how much longer he could take more punishment. Even though he is capable of receiving punishment, we've seen that a lot this past season. A couple other things that are concerns for me is one thing is ball security. He has 14 career fumbles during his career. Needs to do a better job in securing the football and holding the football a little bit harder, just to maintain control and not commit any fumbles. Now, there are other things that he does have weaknesses on. One thing is he is not really as explosive as most of my top backs entering this year's draft. He runs a 4.6 40, and he is a one gear type of guy. That's a little bit of a concern. I really wish that he was more of a nifty back. He could change gears and cut and do better job with his cutbacks. Needs to show improvement with that, increase his speed and his overall agility. Now, he does have some great traits, but those are a couple things that do concern about me before entering the National Football League. But I do see him as a reliable running back. With this being said, I actually have him going in the 4th or 5th round of this year's draft. So that is my projection. I see him as a late 4th rounder, at worst a late 5th rounder for this year. He still is a reliable back, but just not as elite as my top running backs entering this year's draft, but still had a great career as a Bulldog. Have to give him a lot of kudos. He's a great football player. I just don't really see him being an every down back. I see him being used more as one half of a tandem, or even in third down situations. I don't really see him as an all-around use at running back as a top back for any team. But anything can happen. I do see him going in the 4th or at worst the 5th round. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I have 2 more blogs for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, King McCall. Be easy.